Hey everyone, we are live from Mobile World Congress. The excitement is building. I have Mispa from VMware to report from the field on all the goodness and excitement that's happening. Mispa, how are you?
I'm doing well, Evan. How's it going over there?
I'm well, and there's just so much news and activity at MWC. Give us a snapshot. We're on day two. We're live. What's happening in VMware world, as well as your partner ecosystem and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, the buzz here, I think it's back. I think MWC is back with a bang, and it is really hopping outside our basically our booth. And we've got a lot of announcements. We issued a press release this morning talking a lot about some of the customer momentum, and then more specifically, and one of the things that we're about to get into is the what we're calling the Rapathon. So it's an RApathon. So think of R apps for RAN and a hackathon. You blend them together and you get a Rapathon. So I'd like to talk a little bit more about that because we came up with this idea because our customers, the telcos, they're looking at opening up the network, right? So with Open RAN, and they're looking to add in a layer of programmability that's going to help them from an optimization perspective, energy savings as a use case, some monetization use cases. But really, the challenge has been that they just don't know what applications are out there. They don't know what some of the innovation is out there. And so, what we are doing today is actually we're going to bring 7 of our leading partners that have developed their applications on top of the VMware RIC, the RAN Intelligent Controller. And we're going to be showcasing it in front of a panel of esteemed panelists across, operators as well as analysts. And after that, one of them is going to become a winner.
That's so exciting. And the network is opening up. We're in a heated race for who can transform their network and operations the fastest to compete on the global stage. Describe some of the relevant VMware telco cloud solutions that are sort of enabling this opening up of the core network.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we start off with, when we're looking at kind of the transition between, legacy RAN infrastructure and kind of moving towards a more of a virtualized RAN infrastructure. So that's part of what we're offering with Telco Cloud Platform RAN. And that is essentially, it's optimized for RAN deployments across, far edge, near edge locations. And I think the big part about this is, when we're talking about virtualization as well as Open RAN, we want to build out an ecosystem of RAN partners as well, right? And so we today announced partnerships with Samsung, in conjunction with some of the deployments at Dish Networks. So that continues to be a great partnership together. Samsung has their CUs and the DU radios, and those have been tested, validated on top of our Telco Cloud Platform RAN. And we're continuing to see some great momentum there. But Samsung's one. We have partnership announcements with Mavenir with their radios, Nokia. So quite a few different partners that all, as we're starting to move towards Open RAN, they really do want to see a platform that can support multiple vendors, multiple partners.
Yeah, the feeling from my perspective, just as an observer, is, this year is all about openness, whether it's, opening the network, opening APIs to developers, interworking and, interoperability with startups and new players. What's your sense? Openness is one theme. Any others that come to mind here on day two at MWC?
Yeah, meaning that's a lot of the discussions that we're having with customers, with partners. It really is around kind of opening it up. And I just wanted to kind of go back to, the innovation aspect as well, because, a lot of our customers are saying, okay, if I'm going to open up my RAN, I'd like to see a better return on investment. I'm going to be investing in this new technology and new openness. How am I actually going to recoup my investments? And this is where the innovation starts to come through, right? So this is where, once we have the RIC, which is the RAN Intelligent Controller, added into the RAN, it gives operators the next level of control and programmability. So now they can introduce, fine level control of the RAN. They can do things around optimization. One of the use cases that we had with one of our customers and partners is around MIMO optimization. And here's one where spectrum obviously is really expensive. And if we can save a little bit on kind of the spectrum efficiency and spectrum costs, that in itself can recoup a lot of investments. So I think that's one area that is going to see a lot of traction, and a lot of our RIC partners are developing some of these optimization use cases. Another one that's really hot topic here, especially in Europe, but across the globe, is focused in on energy sustainability. Again, energy costs are skyrocketing, so we need to figure out what are some of the ways that we can help our customers kind of reduce the energy consumption. And if you look at it from the RAN, the radio access network, from an operator's perspective, not only is it probably one of the most expensive from a capex perspective, it's probably one of the most expensive on the energy cost perspective as well. So we're also now looking at partnering with application partners, but also creating our own RApps that look at, for example, how do we visualize and see the capacity across base stations in a geographical location based off of time of day and capacity. And then what we can do is actually turn down the power at each of the different base stations to save costs, right? And so basically now, those subscribers that wanted to go, we can reroute them in real time to other base stations and power down the consumption. But as traffic starts to increase and there's peak surges and so forth, we can then dynamically bring up that capacity as well. So it's a really great innovative use case around energy savings that we're developing through an RAP.
Yeah, so important. We're in this energy crunch, particularly in Europe, where you are at the moment, and globally. And we're also in this year of efficiency, whether it's reducing capex, reducing network costs, reducing OpEx through automation and AI. Folks should really come to the booth. It looks spectacular. Hall 3 stand 3M11. Describe the booth, describe the setup and the partners and the demos and the whole
It's
ecosystem
great. I'll tell you what,
together.
absolutely, there's a tremendous amount of buzz that's going on outside. We have a Tesla, so it's actually showcasing law enforcement. So it's an undercover police car. We're looking at various different use cases across the UK, for example, on the Sussex and Surrey police force. And essentially what they are doing is they're using the Tesla car, which is an unmarked police car. And they have various different use cases across, license plate recognition, being able to do facial recognition as well. And all of that computes, if you think about it, it's being processed in real time. So there's two elements of what VMware is providing in this use case. First of all is the edge compute, right? So we're taking all of the compute that was, traditionally, racks and racks of servers. We're condensing it down into a single box, essentially, that can fit inside the trunk of the Tesla. So all the edge compute is being done there. But then also you need to be able to connect back to corporate, right? And you need to be able to connect back to headquarters, and you need a reliable connection. And that's where our VMware SD-WAN and SASE solutions come to play, providing the reliable connectivity back into the headquarters. So that's two elements of VMware that we're providing for the Tesla, and it's generating a tremendous amount of buzz. Obviously, a card in your booth is flashy enough. We have a robotic barista that's actually serving up fresh coffee, different types of coffee. So, it's an edge compute type of an application. So we're showcasing that. It's generating a lot of interest. But then more importantly, as I mentioned, we talked a little bit about sustainability. We actually have a lot of things going on. We talked a little bit about the RAP, but there's other things. For example, how do we help our customers, both enterprises as well as telco customers, from using green energy? And what we're showcasing there is where there's more green energy, where you actually are using, for example, windmill as your power. We can actually move workloads to those different regions using the technology that's provided by vSphere, right? So vSphere has vMotion. We can move the workloads dynamically between different locations. So now if I'm starting to move all of my workloads to more of a greener energy, again, being able to save money and use green green energy resources there. It's a great thing for the environment. It's a great thing for the enterprise and our telco customers too.
Oh, that's
In
super
addition to
exciting.
that, yeah, great stuff front of house. And then in addition to that, we have our telco cloud demos, showcasing all the technology, right? So of course, what makes a network go, what makes, as we're transitioning, to 5G networks and beyond, and they're starting to move more towards, cloud native architectures. We're showcasing our platform and all the capabilities that we're offering with the telco cloud platform solution. Telco Cloud Platform RAN for all the RAN deployments. And then also a lot of our customers are asking for the service management and orchestration framework. That's kind of the framework that really is going to help operators as they're moving towards Open RAN in terms of the automation, the lifecycle management, and the assurance of all their functions. And so VMware has a great vision around the SMO, and we're going to be showcasing that. As well as, we'll have lots of blogs and PR to share with the audience.
Yeah, you are a content machine, literally. It's amazing just trying to keep track of all the threads that you're involved with. Let's dive deeper onto cloud because cloud has been and continues to be top of mind for everyone. There's a lot of questions and around hyperscalers and their role in the next generation architectures and public cloud, and then you get into hybrid cloud, multi-cloud. But you cover all the bases, right? I mean, you allow anyone to work with any cloud anywhere. That must be a pretty powerful message to the telcos who are trying to rationalize and put together their cloud position.
Exactly. Meaning fundamentally, that is what VMware is all about, right? Being able to provide our customers, both enterprises as well as telco customers, the ability to deploy their workloads across any cloud, and that includes the multi-cloud strategy that we've outlined for several years now, and it includes being able to deploy on-prem. It includes being able to deploy in the RAN, and of course, being able to deploy in the public cloud. Enterprises are definitely moving a lot of their workloads to the public cloud. We are starting to see some of that transitioning over from telcos and looking at how are telcos going to be transitioning some of their workloads to the public cloud. Now, again, you can debate about what type of workloads are there, whether it's your core network functions, your edge network functions, or the IT applications. I think that's going to continue on. But some great use cases, disaster recovery use cases, being able to scale on demand. They can definitely leverage public clouds there. So, from a telco perspective, VMware last year or 2 years ago, we announced a strategy with AWS. So we have VMware Cloud on AWS, which allows our customers to seamlessly move workloads between on-prem and AWS. And today, we also, as part of our press release, we announced a partnership with Oracle Cloud. So this is our Oracle Cloud VMware solution, which again allows our customers to seamlessly migrate their workloads between on-prem and onto Oracle Cloud as well. So a lot of great excitement in the market about the public cloud and what type of workloads are going to be moving there. But again, VMware is providing that foundation, that infrastructure that really does give our customers the freedom to move those applications across any cloud.
Amazing. You guys are friends with everyone. You're partner with everyone. Who doesn't like VMware? You guys are in the middle of
Exactly.
it. So tell me, what's a day in the life of Misbah at MWC like? I mean, I guess about an 18-hour day, maybe, or what? Well, how's your work day going?
Absolutely. It starts off at 6:30 in the morning when it's still cold and dark. Funny enough, Barcelona this year has been rainy and cold. So,
Boy.
For all of those that are missing out, you're not missing out on much in terms of the weather. But once you get here, it's, even at 7:30 in the morning, the buzz is already started. And, just the amount of people that are coming through the halls, the excitement, just trying to learn about new technology, new trends in the market. And we've been busy with customer meetings, analyst meetings, press briefings, meeting with new prospects. And as I mentioned, we're getting ready for this Rapathon that's starting in about 45 minutes here, local time. So the day doesn't end until about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and then we get to do it all over again tomorrow. So good stuff.
What fun. Good times. Well, you're going to need a little mini vacation MWC this year. But thanks for joining and
Absolutely.
sharing all the insights. And I look forward to updates. Follow VMware, follow the handle VMware Telco Cloud. Always amazing updates. Thanks for joining, and thanks for all the
Thanks a lot,
insight.
Evan.
Uh,
Great
have a good
speaking with
day and
you,
a
and
good
I look
week.
forward to continuing it. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later.
Likewise. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.